Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Bayverse of Madness, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to transform the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime into his truck mode and then back into his robot mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab Optimus Prime here and start transforming him. I will go as slow as I can and as clear as I can so you guys understand. So what we're going to do is first of all untab these chest sections. Don't untab them any more than that. Obviously this section is blocking it, but what I tried to do is I thought they could untab a little bit more, but they don't, so make sure you don't do the same mistake as I did. Then what you want to do is flip out this section. Now I actually struggle with this, so what I do is I just get the weapon for Optimus Prime and then just flip out like so, so you can actually get to that. And then what you want to do is take this section and just collapse it in front of his face. Then you want to take this next section, untab it, and then bring it all down, put the head obviously into the middle of the chest, and then just collapse all of this back up, and there you have his head all gone. Unfortunately we have an headless Optimus Prime. Now what you want to do is take the back section and untab it like that and bring obviously that down. Then what you want to do is take the whole assembly and bring it up, and then what you want to do, just bring up the arms and then rotate 180 like that, so you have obviously the front now facing that side and you have something that looks a lot like that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to do the arms first. So if I would recommend you first is before you tab the arms in, just bring these wheels and obviously turn them inside out so the wheels are now facing the outside, and then you actually can do the arms now. So there we go, there is the wheels done. So what you want to do in terms of the hands, just transform them as if you were putting on the arm cannon. So just flip out this section, put down this section, flip that back out, and then for the arm just untab this whole section like so, and then collapse that in on itself. And then what you want to do is this shoulder section, what you want to do is just keep the arm up and then rotate this all down, and then obviously bring that section and then transform this all into his arm. Just make sure that's out as well, so this just collapse all in to his arm, to his body, sorry, there we go. Just collapse that all in. Make sure this back section is done like so. Make sure these are flipped down as well. If they are flipped, they should be really flipped to the top, but that is another step in the transformation. Just make sure those are down so the legs can obviously tab into that later on. Then what you want to do is make sure all of this is secure inside the body of Optimus Prime. Just leave these down here for now, and then we're going to do the same to the other side. So what you want to do is just basically the same as what we've just done. Just take out the arm, rotate the hand inside like that, flip in the hand, take this whole section, flip it all out, and then what you want to do is just make sure everything is sorted here. Take the shoulder piece, rotate it down like that, and then what we're going to do is like we've just done for the other side, and that's actually just make sure you mess with the arm so it all fits around. Bring this section down, there we go, and then put that into the body of Optimus Prime. There we go, there is what you should have at the minute. Make sure everything's tabbed in securely, and then what you want to do is take these sections here and obviously put them in and collapse this all in so you can hear a nasty lovely snap in the body. It's a very scary snap, but obviously it is a nice one to hear, considering that means you've done it correctly. And then same again here, just snap that all section in. Then what you want to do is just little bits of details, and make sure you do them. You want to take the Autobot logos and flip them down. Same again for the other side. And then what you want to do is you want to come to the top section, make sure the smokestacks are facing up. You want to take these little panels and actually collapse them inside of Optimus. So obviously there you have them like that, and then obviously just collapse them down like that. Make sure they collapse down together or they won't collapse down, and there you go, there you have nearly the front of Optimus done. And then what you want to do is the last section, which I find my favourite, as everything just tabs in so nicely. And then what you want to do is just take all of this and collapse it to the front of Optimus Prime. Make sure everything's tabbed in like that, and there you have the front of Optimus Prime all done. And now for the final stretch, you want to do the legs. So what you want to do is come to the legs of Optimus Prime. So we'll do this one first, why not? They're both the same. So what you want to do is just untab this whole leg section, and obviously make sure this whole leg section's untabbed like that. Oh, there we go. And make sure you bring it up out of the way. Then what you want to do is you want to take this blue section which that tabbed into, and then obviously rotate that around like that. Then you want to take the foot, rotate it to the left, and then collapse this in to his leg, and this should tab into a slot on the bottom of his leg. And then what you want to do is just leave that for now. Same again for the other side, just unclip the whole of this leg section. It does actually clip nicely into his leg, so that good engineering that from Hasbro. I do struggle with. There we go. I struggled a little bit there. Then you want to take this blue section, rotate it around, take the leg, turn it to the side, and then flip this tab into that slot right there. And there you have the leg all done. And then what you want to do is just a little bits of details. Just flip out these canisters at the side of Optimus Prime's truck. Now you can actually do them at the end if you so wish. Just come to the back section, tab them together, and then what you want to do is just fold these down and connect these sections into these tabs. So obviously this whole slot right here goes into there, and then obviously this tab down here goes into that tab. So what you want to do is just fold them in like that. Oops, fold them in, tab it all together. Oops, there we go. Just tab all of this into place. Yep, there we go. Tab that in. Oops, don't play tricks on me. There we go. That's that one section tabbed in. And then the same again for the other side. You have the same slots and the same parts on this side. There we go. Just obviously tab this section in like so. Just make sure that's situated. Make sure you line everything up. There we go. Tab everything into place. There we go. There is Optimus Prime nearly transformed. Just bring out these sections, and then these side sections if you want to. It's not really a big deal, but just connect them so they tab into place like so. Just make sure everything's tabbed in the back here, because they do have an obsession with coming undone. And there you have Optimus Prime transformed into his beautiful looking Freightliner mode. And now for the second part of the transformation, and that's to get Optimus Prime back into his robot mode. So the first thing that you want to do is come to these back sections and just untab them from here and just bring them out and up. Same again for the other side, just bring them out and up. Obviously flip in these canisters if you haven't already. Bring out the sections, and then this should just untab those sections right here and obviously bring them out. And then what we're going to do first is obviously the legs and get them out of the way. So what we're going to do is take this foot, bring it down, rotate it, and then come to this section, this blue section, and then obviously just do a 180 with that and tab it into there. And then this will let this whole assembly on the feet just come down and obviously tab into every single slot that in the leg like so. And this secures very, very nicely for Optimus here. And there you have a leg all done. Same again for the other side. Just take that out of the way. So what you want to do is just take down the foot, rotate it, take this section and rotate it down like that. And then obviously this will allow this section to come down and tab into place. Just make sure everything's lined up and make sure it all tabs into place like that. And there you have the legs all done. And what we're going to do is we're going to just up my camera a little bit so I can have some room to operate. There we go, like that. So what we're going to do now is focus on the upper body for Optimus Prime. So the first thing you want to do is just untab the cab section from the front like that. Just bring it out. Just do these little bits of details first and get them out of the way. So what you want to do is take these sections, put your thumb or whatever in between, just split them, and obviously collapse these back to the top. Then what you want to do is take these side sections, flip them up and put them up to the top so you can see that Autobot logo again. There we go, like so. And then what you want to do is you want to take the whole arm. So what you want to do first is just unclip this top section like that, bring that down, and then the same again for this section here. Just untab this, there we go, bring that down. And then what you want to do is you want to take one of the arms, bring it out, bring all of this out, and then what you want to do is take this shoulder section, and much like you did when you were bringing it down, you now want to bring this up. So what you want to do is just rotate the arm so this shoulder section goes up, and then that's one all done. Then you can actually bring that out, make sure it's done correctly. Then we're going to transform the hands. Is what we're going to do is like we're doing if we were to put the arm cannon in. So just bring that out, bring out the hand like so, collapse this section in, and then collapse this section down. And then what you want to do is just take this section and stretch it out, and there you have a piece all done. Just take this back piece as well and then rotate it so it's near the top of the smokestack, and then you want to just obviously rotate the hand, and you have arm all done. Same again for the other side. Make sure this section's obviously tabbed down, flip out the whole of the arm, make sure that shoulder piece comes up. So there we go, you can see that shoulder piece rotate very nicely to the top. Make sure that's in place, and then we're going to transform the hand. So what you want to do is yet again, just like the other side, rotate, clip into place, take that section, collapse it in and collapse it into his hand. And then what you want to do is just obviously rotate, and there you have an arm all done. Do the same section what you did. So obviously take these back panels and flip them up to the top of his smokestacks, and there you have his arms all done. So what you want to do next is just bring that section up, take the wheels and then collapse them into what will be his body. So yeah, again, just take the wheels, they are pretty stiff on my copy. Then what you want to do is bring the arms up, rotate this section like that so you have something that looks a little bit like that, and then you want to collapse this down onto his body so it tabs into place like that. There we go, that's tabbed into place. Then what you want to do is you want to bring the arms down, you want to untab these front sections where the head is hiding. There we go, hello Optimus. Bring out the head and that neck section, just snap that into place. There we go, and then take this front section and bring that whole assembly down, and then obviously tab these front sections in, and there you have the front all done. And then the last section, what you want to do, the last part of the transformation, is take this section, and then these tabs will fit in very nicely into the middle where the grill is right there. So what you want to do is just basically line it up, push it in, you'll hear a nice snap, and there you have Transformers Studio Series Optimus Prime transformed back into his robot mode. And that does it for today's video on how to transform Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. If this video helped you out, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for the amazing support on the previous How to Transforms, but for now, as always, take care everyone.